taking a little cactus walk with my own bare feet. We have to wait like 2 hours for our car to be charged all the way to be able to get to the next charger. And we were supposed to check out at 11, so we did. But now we just kind of have to walk around while our car is plugged in at their house. But they're like, yeah, just walk around. They're nice. There are lots of cacti, and I'm scared for my feet. But there's a nice little river here. It's nice. We're sitting enjoying nature, and I think I better show it to you. This won't do it justice, but it's pretty cool. There's the sand dunes.
Yeah, dude, it's totally on the way.
The UFO?
Yeah. It's on the road that we're taking.
Okay.
So all we gotta do is pull off.
Well, good. I do want to see the UFOs. You have anything you want to tell the vlog?
Well, we have all kinds of stories I feel like we didn't talk about.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we talked a little bit about last night. Something else that's fun and exciting for me is we went to an estate sale, which I don't think was a real estate. I mean, it was like a business that had a storefront at like a Santa Fe outlet mall that we just hung out at while we were supercharging. And we were like, oh, we got like 20 minutes, let's fill up our water bottles, and there's all these signs for an estate sale, so like, why not? And we wander in, and it's all kinds of very Santa Fe, I don't even want to say knickknacks, because that it doesn't do it justice. Like, there was beautiful art, all kinds of dishes and clothes. So anyway, I almost immediately found a bomber jacket, like an aviator or pilot's jacket. And I was like, oh, I've always kind of wanted one of these, which I don't think I've even told you about, but I like the style. I think Kevin even has one. And I'm like, those are pretty cool.
Cool.
And then, so at first I like see, oh, bomber jacket. And then I keep looking at it, and there's like patches and badges on it. And then I look at the back of the jacket, and it says like, I want to say California, U.S. Air Force or something. And there's all these other patches on it, and I'm like, oh my god, I think this is an actual bomber jacket, especially being that it's at an estate sale. Like, this is someone's grandpa who kept his flight jacket, and then it just kept getting passed around. And then we go to the checkout counter, or as we're walking by, a lady who's like running the jewelry area is like, oh, I'm so glad someone finally found that. Like, that's one of the treasures that's in here. Which, maybe she says that about everything. I like to think that she doesn't.
Me too.
And she said, did you see the key? I was like, what? No. And she's like, yeah, the zipper. And you look down, and the pull zipper is the key, which I assume is to the actual plane that they were flying.
Or that guy's house.
Either, oh yeah. Either it's a very elaborate or like well-made gimmick, you know, with like all the badges and the U.S. Air Force on the back and the key, or like this is an actual jacket.
And you know what? Either way, fun. Even if it is just Top Gun merch.
Yeah.
Still fun.
Yeah, it could just be Top Gun merch. And either way.
But gosh, if it is Top Gun merch, it's really nice.
Yeah.
It's like nice Top Gun merch.
Yeah.
Which, still fun.
Speaking of Top Gun merch. Which I also got at the thrift store. Thrift store. That would be a fun thrift store name for something that's like near the beach. A thrift shore.
Thrift shore.
Anyway, so that was fun. What other stories don't they know?
I don't know.
Do they know that we haven't even been to the dunes? I keep looking at them. We've looked at them like this since we've been down
times.
And we won't have enough juice to get to them.
Yep, we can't.
We're only gonna have, we can't make a pit stop. We can't do, you know, how fun that the dunes themselves are the mirage that we can't touch. But just means we gotta come down again.
Yeah, we have a...
This just so much of the trip was planned around the dunes. I told Katie yesterday, I was like, the whole point of us like leaving on Wednesday instead of having this be a weekend trip is that people say the dunes are like packed and kind of miserable on the weekends.
Yeah.
So the whole point was to do the dunes on a Friday, like a Friday morning, and that didn't happen.
Didn't happen at all.
Nope.
That's okay.
That is
Still
okay.
had fun.
Yeah. We pooped in the luggable loo.
Yeah, we
It
did.
smelled so bad when we had to take it out. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it did.
We did it to ourselves, you know? It's like you having to change your own diaper. And you're like, why did I eat those things? Why did I do that? I had hot Cheetos last night, a green chili breakfast burrito this morning that was leftover. That was in the fridge, but it was still leftovers, and then had coffee and was like, all right, time to poop. That is, I don't know that a worse combination could have been put together.
Yeah,
So,
it's true.
that was fun.
Anything else?
Not in the last couple days.
Okay.
Because you vlogged at the greenhouse, we met nice people. John and Lindsay were there like a day before, 2 days before.
Yeah.
Crazy how life works. Yeah.
Guess that's it. So we had a little Lugaloo bucket that we were going to the bathroom in, and we both had coffee and pooped today. And Alex was just telling me about his experience, and it was making me laugh. So
she said, get it on camera.
Yeah.
And tell my squeamish
if
audience.
If it's not for the clout, I don't care.
Clout chasing.
Yep, clout
Know what I'm
chasing. I just want that that sweet content. And if I'm not getting that, why are you even talking to me? Huh.
So I was describing my experience because I really did not have a nice time. Like, I'm glad that it was there. Beats like pooping outside.
Oh, heck
I guess, maybe.
Yes, for me it does.
For me, it might not.
For me, for sure.
here's
I would
what
rather
happened.
poop in that bucket forever.
Some guys already have the problem of like sitting on the john and maybe their peep touches the porcelain.
Mm-hmm.
I know at least one person who has that problem, and it's not me. I'm not trying to make one of those jokes. When you are sitting on a 5-gallon bucket and the plastic is like sloping in, you know what I mean? Because it's the bag and there's a point at the bottom and it slopes into that point. So I'm already pooping into a plastic bag, smelling it. It's gross. Already, you know, it's
And
already
I'm
kind of
there
uncomfortable.
on the other side of the privacy
and then
curtain.
I'm peeing, but my wiener is just stuck. It reminded me of like those sticky hands that you're like,
yes.
Thunk. That's how it felt. Just like thunk, stuck to the plastic of this poop bag. And there's not like poop all over the bag, you know, like it was clean, but it was just a gross experience to be pooping in this bag that my wiener is also touching, that I am actively peeing into.
That's so funny.
And it's all
gross.
just like warm and humid and stinky.
Yeah, it was humid.
Yes. It was nasty.
The whole experience was kind of wet.
If I want like I want a 10-gallon wide. I want a double wide Lugaloo.
Yeah.
Because then it'd be great. You'd have all this room.
Do they make 10-gallon buckets?
I mean, probably, but not like common like those. Anyway, there you go. I guess she made me tell you. I said I wasn't gonna get on camera, but you know, clout chasing.
No, he wanted to. He was like, "Get this on camera.
Leave me alone.
This is good stuff. I'm
Leave me
telling."
alone. Leave me alone.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Charging.
Charging.
Almost enough to get to a supercharger.
We currently have enough, technically.
But
But based on our journey so far,
we have seen.
we know not to trust it.
So we're gonna wait till 3.
I don't think we'll hit 90. Maybe we'll hit 88. We got 20 minutes.
That's pretty good.
I feel pretty good at 88. And I think on the other vlog, or earlier recording, I said 10%. 10% of 80 would be 8. So if we have 88,
we should be okay.
Fine.
Started to rain. We were sitting outside reading, but we had to get out of the rain.
Had to get out of the rain.
That's all.
Enough miles to make it to the supercharger.
Little baby.
And a tornado.
Little baby tornado sort of thingy. Little dust storms. And we're barely gonna make it. It keeps telling us they're like stay below 65 miles per hour in order to make it to the supercharger. So we're gonna crawl. We found a little coffee shop.
We're having fun, right?
That was being nice to us and it's letting us charge because our numbers reversed and we weren't gonna make it. And this guy was so freaking nice to us.
Dude, that's just such a bad feeling. Because I'm watching it, right? So we started at the 80 miles with our 8-mile padding. By the time we were actually on the road, it was like 79 miles and we had already lost 2. Which I assume is just because it wasn't accurate because we were driving on like dirt roads and stuff. And then when we're on the highway...
And then there's so many windstorms that we got caught in.
On the highway, every 10 miles we lost a mile. So it was like, you are 20 miles away and you have 19 on your battery. And finally, and I told Katie before, I'm like, if that flips, we're pulling over.
And luckily, it flipped right as we entered into like a little town area.
Which I was taking note on the signs because I was like, okay, Salida, I think is even further than Poncho Springs. So it was Salida, Poncho Springs, via Grove. And like, if we didn't stop here, it would have been via Grove to Poncho, and we just like would have died on the way there. So I'm all done.
Yeah, not having fun.
Owning Tesla is so great. It's so convenient.
Yeah.
I mean, it is great in the city. It just...
Yeah, it is.
It just is not what you want to bring on a road trip.
I started reading forums, and everyone was like, my battery said it would last this long. I like mapped everything out ahead of time and it definitely did not work. And they were like, it was fine, but it was pretty risky. So.
Yeah, that's exactly how our whole trip went.
But soon.
I mean, yeah, if they do even what our Airbnb host was telling us, sweet, sweet Amanda. We love her.
Yep.
She was saying that apparently 7-Eleven might put in chargers at every 7-Eleven. In which case, problem solved. Again, if we would have supercharged at Alamosa, we wouldn't have this problem.
Yep.
So it's the fact that they strategically put superchargers like 200 miles plus away from each other so that you could jump from one to one if you were doing a straight shot.
But who's doing that? Because it's like you're road tripping.
If we wanted to get from here to California, we could do it easily.
Yeah.
If we wanted to do fun stuff in between those stops, that's what screws you. So.
Lame.
So now we're gonna hang out. If you want to eat here rather than the other place, maybe we can stop and get coffee.
Yeah.
Beats hanging out in here, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I might as well. They're being nice. You want to get coffee?
Yeah. We've got 4 miles to go. Well, no, we've got 5 miles to go. 4 miles of battery left. But it's all downhill.
This was also after charging for an hour at a business.
Yeah.
That little coffee shop that was nice enough to let us stay there.
Yeah.
And we were there for an hour and we added 4 miles of padding and it immediately burned through it, apparently.
Apparently.
But we've also been on 4 miles for the last 2 miles because we're going downhill.
Thank God. I think we're gonna freaking make it.
Yeah, I didn't initially. As long as the downhill keeps up, we're gonna be okay. We're about to match.
We have nothing plugged in. We have the heat, like all the stuff turned off.
It has been like that for like the last 80 miles.
Yeah, I'm so hot and I'm just like, oh my God. Please. It's gonna happen. We're going downhill. We're almost there. It says we've got 4 miles of battery, 4.3 miles. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it to the supercharger.
We have to make it.
We have to make it.
And
we have to make it.
I'm pretty sure that the supercharger is like when town starts.
Yeah, it is. It's the first thing. It's the first thing.
So there's no like making it to a business.
No.
I know we said that earlier, probably to comfort ourselves.
We did.
Dude, it's been on 4 miles for the last 2, maybe 3 miles now. Oh my God, it flipped.
Woo!
4 miles to 3.9. I could cry.
This is all downhill. I'm not gonna celebrate yet, but
when we plug into a supercharger is when I take my shirt off and scream to the world.
and then we'll also get to have food in the bathroom for the first time in a long time
too. Oh my god. We had no idea that it was gonna be downhill. If it was not downhill,
we would be screwed.
We just went up to 7. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, Tesla, get your shit together.
Oh, yeah. But also, yay! But I mean, just kidding, baby.
Yeah,
we love you.
It didn't work. It told us the wrong numbers. We charged up more than we needed, and then it wasn't gonna work. Oh my god, regenerative braking.
Holy crap.
Whoa, better turn the AC on.
No.
Wow, we're actually gonna make it now.
We are gonna make it.
We're gonna make it. We have more than double.
Yes, we're gonna do it. Well, in that case, I'll tell you about the drunk guy that was at the.
Oh, that was pretty funny.
There was a drunk guy parked next to us, and he gets out of the car and goes.
For the record, out of the back of the car.
Out of the back of the car, he wasn't driving. No. But he like had a cup in hand that it was probably full of beer.
Yeah, probably Coors.
And he goes, "You got those butterfly doors?"
Well, we're watching a video because we got an hour to kill, and he like is making. He goes like this to me through the window, and I was like, "Sorry, what's up?" Yeah, and
he goes, "You got butterfly doors?" And we were like, "Oh no, like that's not what this one is." And then he's like, "My sister just got a Tesla, that bitch." And then he goes, "I'm just kidding." Yeah. But we were like,
he had a big old toothy grin.
Yeah, no,
it was really cute.
No,
after we realized he wasn't like being creepy.
Yeah, for a second we were like, but his 2 family members that were driving seemed nice and normal. Yeah. So he was just drinking and uninhibited. But he just walked out as we were about to leave, and our window was open, and he went, "Boo." So he was.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, and then he walked away, and we were like,
"Ah!"
I'm on edge.
It was fun.
Oh, we're gonna be fine.
7 miles left on our battery and only 2 miles to go. Woo, 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 woo. We're gonna be there in 2 minutes.
I am exhausted.
Oh, this is unbelievable.
All right, so from now on, anytime if we want to take a road trip, we're in cities only.
Yep.
We never go further than 50 miles from a supercharger.
Yep.
That's the rule. So if we go to sand dunes again, which we are, we've got to take the Honda.
Okay, which means gotta get it fixed.
Gotta get that puppy fixed. Look, and if it was not downhill and this was flat, there was nothing. We would have just died on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Oh.
The promised land.
Don't want to find out how to solve that problem yet. I'll leave that for another trip.
Yep. Oh, God.